We love all of the details you added because you really did nail that whole Parisian sort of the patina,
yes.
The fact that it's aged, everything seems original, and a lot of it just came out of your head, right?
Right.
So let's take a look at what, we're gonna show the inlay technique. Let's
Yes.
take a look at what this dresser looked like before and how you transformed it.
So it was just a big
Beautiful.
box in the space before,
Yeah.
but solid wood, Canadian made, a piece that I actually loved and was very functional,
Yeah.
but didn't fit the aesthetic and the style that I wanted. And I want to make a little side note that this entire project, there were 13 DIY projects that I ended up
Whoa.
doing within the space, which meant although the goal was to have it look ultra luxury, it all cost very few dollars. It was a
Good.
very budget-friendly project.
Yeah.
So making over the furniture pieces that I already had was high on my priority list, but again, wanting to make them look like they had a story.
Yes.
So for me, I was very much inspired by toile patterns when
Yep.
we were in Paris, and I wanted to bring that into some of the pieces. And I found this company called Iron Orchid Designs that make these paint inlays, and I want to show you what one of them looks like here.
Yep.
So you get a kit, and on each of the sheets within the kit, it's actually real paint on this pattern. So it looks like it's hand painted. It already looks kind of vintaged and aged.
Yes.
But I'm gonna flip this over right here to show you, whoops, let me see, we've got this one right here. That there's multiple patterns all on here that you can piece together to fill a whole dresser. Ooh. So I did panels on my armoire. So you can do big furniture pieces, small furniture pieces, or for today's example, we are going to make over a wood tray. So this is just a simple bamboo tray that I picked up on the weekend.
Yep.
And now I will show you how you can transform it into something like this, which again almost has that worn, aged antique look to it where it looks hand painted.
Beautiful.
This is one of those projects, it's so easy, it almost is crazy.
Really?
It looks like it's gonna be hard and it's very easy, I assure you of that.
Yeah, it looks very technical, like you gotta be technical, but you're gonna show us how
Not
to do it.
at all. So what we're gonna start with, whether it's furniture piece or something like a tray, I've just got my little wood sample board here. I've already put one coat of chalked paint down.
Okay.
So chalked paint is super important to use because it's water soluble and the goal is to activate the inlay. I'm actually gonna do this in the essence of time.
I like the color, LA.
So they're scared.
Are you freaking out?
No, we want to be really liberal
She's a
with
professional.
this. Honestly, you want to be very liberal with this because you're essentially going to press the inlay into the paint. And you can just remove any excess that you don't need. I'll just kind of push it off to the side here. But actually, the more paint, the better, because as I said, this will activate the paint on the inlay. So once you've got a good hearty covering on there, we are going to take it and put it paint side down. So you can see it's muted on one side, paint side down on the other. You'll notice that it's not a perfect coat, which is totally fine.
So no shaky hands here?
No shaky hands. We are going to place it and tap, and as soon as this inlay hits the wet paint, it starts to activate, but we're gonna help it out a little bit by giving it a spray of some water.
Okay.
You are then going to just tap off any excess and put this to the side and let this dry.
Yeah.
Couple hours or even overnight so you can see it there.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna get your help, Tracy. This is one that I did last night.
Okay.
Do you wanna give it a spritz?
Sure.
So add some
like
water.
liberally.
Liberal,
Okay.
yes.
I can soak it.
And I'm going to just further soak the paper on here. And now this is just to release the backing. And through the magic of television, fingers crossed, we are going to pull up a corner here and you can see
it's already transferred.
the pattern.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. That's amazing.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's phenomenal. I didn't think it was going to work out that well.
Of course it's going to work. I told you this is easy.
Good.
And then the last thing that you just want to do, you can sand it down a little bit if you need to, but you absolutely need to seal it with a clear coat. So
That's
using
amazing.
a chalked matte clear coat will just seal that in, so if you have a spill, it won't smudge any of the paint. That's it.
She's genius.